Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today we are trying out something I've been really wanting to work out in essentially Historic Brawl for a while, especially since I saw the card. So, with no further ado, let's just jump on in. See you in a second. Alright, we are playing with Harbin Vanguard Aviator today, and they are 2 CMC and have flying whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain flying until end of turn. So it's incredibly difficult in Historic Brawl to keep just that many creatures on the board, but specifically with the keyword soldier type. So I definitely tried to throw in as many soldiers as possible into this deck where we could at least get the commander's ability, but I think there's a bit of difficulty with this because a lot of the soldiers that you have are like cheaper cost or just really squishy, which can be great early game but hard mid to late game to kind of close out a game. So I had a hard time. I've had to do a couple different versions of this deck, but I think it's finally at a spot where you're not going to be losing every single game. But basically the idea is you need to start off as aggressive as possible, hit face, and hopefully build up enough of a board state for those like mid to late game kind of decks that you can just go wide at that point and you've snowballed out of control. Because if you let anything like Miram or anything with flying or Goshen Tai like get ahead of you on value, it's really hard to catch back up. So just a disclaimer on this: if you're wanting to use your wild cards, it is a very difficult commander to win games with, so be prepared for those grindy games and hoping that you can just punch face as soon as possible. So with this, again, we're wanting to hit face as soon as possible in the game. I tried to put in stuff that would force creatures to come into the battlefield tapped. So we have things like Authority of the Consuls and Kanjali's Sunwing, because again, you're forcing your opponent's creatures to come into the battlefield tapped, which is either going to slow down their mana dorks or, just let you punch face and stuff like that. So with Valiant Veteran, Myrel, and Platoon Dispenser, these cards were kind of meant to add to that go wide token theme, but also to just add buffs to your little squishy people that are trying to hit face. So Valiant Veteran is really good for giving other soldiers +1/+1, but then if you exile it, you can put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. So the idea for that is like essentially you exile this if it's in your graveyard, and maybe it gives you just enough damage to like close out the game with one giant swing. Myrel is supposed to help with just creating, a ton of tokens, again, helping you with that go wide strategy. But the cool part about this is she also makes it difficult for your opponents to interact with your board state on your turn. So the idea is that you can feel more free just swinging out and hitting face without worrying about like removal. Platoon's Dispenser was for card draw. It's a great body. It can get itself out of the graveyard and help create soldier tokens, so that was a huge part. And then for the other pieces that were kind of be like more utility support are like Ambush Paratrooper, again with the ability if you pump like 5 mana into this, you can get a +1/+1 counter or pump your creatures for +1/+1 until end of turn. Crashing Drawbridge to help with the aggressive strategy, making sure we can give everything haste. We have Wedding Announcement for creating more bodies in the Anthem. Felidar Retreat to pump up our squishies so we can just keep hitting face and potentially, if we need to, create more bodies to help go wide. And Rabble Rousing, same thing, just letting us create more bodies and replacing the bodies that we might lose when we try to hit our opponents. And then the game closer that I had here is El Shnorn, because what better way to help make sure that your squishies can go through is if you debuff your opponents and buff, your own stuff. So that's kind of like the idea of the deck, is just be aggressive as possible, remove what obstacles you can with either counter spells, or actually, do I even have counter spells? I probably don't have counter spells in here. I think I just have straight up removal. But yeah, so that's the deck, and I'm excited to show you how it does. So I will see you out there. I'm having a tough time making this soldier deck work, so okay. This seems like it'll be a pretty aggressive start, and we have a way to deal with their dragons. So I think I'll start off with names. Ooh, and we got Crashing Drawbridge. Good for hasties. Okay, and we drop Castle Ardenville. And then cast Crashing Drawbridge. And when are you going to start making copies? So, cost 5 mana. We're getting close, but they only have green mostly right now. I'm thinking Wedding Announcement is probably what we're going to want to put down, because that's going to help us be aggressive and keep card advantage. So, Wedding Announcement. I know it doesn't help synergize too much with that bridge going down, so I wonder if maybe Resistance Squad would have helped. Then we could have drawn a card, potentially. Nah, I think actually Wedding Announcement's the right call. Because we can still give everything haste here and have an additional creature. Let's put down this. Sweet. Draw a card. Activate the ability. And we'll hit face for 4 damage. And keep hoping for the best. Thankfully we have this too to hit their commander with. Because I think we should be able to pay the ward cost. Because it costs 3? Yeah. I think it's ward 2. Yeah, it's ward 2. Okay. Stance. Okay, I like that. I think we're gonna want to put down Wrath and then Commander just to keep adding the pressure. To give everything haste and just attack. Oh, they actually are gonna trade. Interesting. Okay. Sweet. And again, we have an answer to their commander. Sweet. Okay, dropping this other blue source. The fall board. Result. We're gonna take. It's exiled, and hopefully that buys us more turn. Turn, whatever. We don't need to give everything haste. We'll just go hit face. Just trying to keep the pressure on as much as possible. Sweet, this might help us finish. If they put something down with a big butt that we can blow up, I think we can do both. Okay. Perfect. So, we will drop... Oh, wait for that. We need 3 or more planes, so I'll just drop this. And then we will blow up Terror. We are going to take damage for targeting it. We will decline. Oh, okay. Whew, GG's. Okay, this will be interesting. They usually have a lot of removal. I like this because we can keep pretty aggressive. We have Graveyard Hate. The only thing I'm a little worried about is we don't have like the most consistent source of card draw here. But I'm going to keep it. Because hopefully we can just pop off really quickly and they'll be a bit slower to start, you know? Okay, guessing that could be a counter spell. I don't think they're running poison in the cup. And then if they control soldier, she's a soldier. Okay, so we should be able to draw a card assuming they don't blow this person up. I think we'll be really set if we can get Myrel down. They're hovering over my person here. Okay, sweet. We're gonna drop you, put you down. Too bad we don't have our crashing drawbridge to give everything haste. Ooh, but we do have Platoon Dispenser, which will be nice. So there's more consistent card draw too. And I hope they tap out here so then we can put Myrel down. Oh no, they're gonna get rid of Myrel. I mean, their choices are like Myrel or Platoon Dispenser, and I would definitely get rid of Myrel. She got kind of crazy value. Oh, yep, I was right. Goodbye, my favorite. I shall miss you. Okay, we will put this down. Do we want to do that? I think actually I'm going to do Loyal Warhound so we can Get the extra land drop here for that Stonksy ramp. And yep, get that plains. And then we'll just drop this, have it enter tapped. And I think we just want to put it on some gold sentinel here. Unless they're going to counter it. I feel like they're probably saving that counter spell for some other stuff. Watch it actually be poison in the cup. I'm pretty sure it stopped coming though. Oh, no? Okay. Okay. The hard part about Platoon Spencer with the card draw is you have to wait until end step if you control 2 or more creatures. So there's a few ways to obviously shut that down. One, you could blow this up before my end step, or blow up a creature of mine before end step to keep me from getting the card draw. Tier grid, not good. Wish we had some other form of removal. Can I do this now? I think so. Oh shoot, they get that? That sneaks. That's the only way we had to deal with it though. That's really nice. I didn't think about how you had to discard that card. Oh well. Hopefully this just keeps the pressure on though. I'm also worried about a potential board wipe too, because if that happens we're just done for. We have really no consistent card draw. Would be nice to draw like some more removal potentially. Okay, so I just drew another land. I think we're gonna put this friend down. And we can go over the top here. They'll block one of these, but I think we're gonna have to just like be super aggro here. Okay, feel a little better-ish. This isn't super great either because we don't have any instants or sorceries to trigger the card draw, but maybe we can do better with that like pumping ability here. Okay.
When I win, I love feedback on which spell impressed. Oh, I'll be taking that.
We can have this. Ah, okay. That at least has Unearth. Ooh. Does this win us the game? It might. Do we want to do that now? I think we have to. I'm so scared. Frick, I knew they were gonna counter it. Okay. I had to go for it. We will hit her.
It seems I have a new rivalry.
I'm so nervous because I think they can recast her again and maybe steal our platoon dispenser. Maybe that wasn't the right call to make. Maybe I should have just gone and hit
I
face.
thought we did too many witch hunters just to lure thanks
Yeah,
for
but-
the healthy man.
This is rough. If we had another way to go over the top of the head, we could close this game out. Okay. Let's do this. Well, that helps us a ton, but it buys us a little bit of time. We can go over the top here, I think. Or do we want to take her out again? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she's going to cost 8 mana, so we don't want to give them that -2 ability again. they're definitely gonna exile the platoon dispenser. I was hoping that Seagate would give us a few more answers, but it didn't.
Keep your distance, mortals.
Okay. So that kind of creates a pillow fort for them now. Ooh. Okay. This might actually help us. Hope they don't have counter magic. The resolve? Does it resolve? Does it resolve? Okay, that is fine. We're gonna do our drop this. And I think we're gonna force out something here, right? Sweet. So we at least got platoon dispenser out of the way. You can have my doggo.
It's only a little necromancy.
Man, Tisha. Is it Tasha? It's really hard to deal with. If you don't have like a direct way to blow her up. And drop our goodest of boys. I'm just gonna tap it down. Yeah. Figured that would happen. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm not dropping Raph yet. So the idea is like this hits the board, next turn we might be able just to attack in the air. Once that happens. Battery out. So
Society should be structured so Ketra's love is your
if
shield.
you want to attack, let's attack the face. Not you. Probably should have not done that so I could actually get the trigger for what Savior of Allenbach does. Oh well. Maybe not the smartest move in the world there. Oops.
Give it your best shot, adventurers.
So we play Raph, Yotari, Frontliner. They tap down my flyer. And them having my graveyard hate piece kind of helps them steal less cool things, I think. Alright. Well, not drawing the cards that are helping us right now. I just want to punch through the line so badly. Just drop this. Okay. And then we'll attack face, I guess. I've got nothing. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere, honestly. Maybe Fable Passage will help us get some land, but I don't think I can punch through this line because I'm just gonna keep getting my stuff tapped down. Myrail would have helped us a lot, or Rabble Rousing, because we'd just be making all these tokens that just keep getting replaced. We just go wide, but we don't have like anything to help us snowball right now, so I just don't think this game's gonna go well. Especially with Tear Grid
try
out.
anything cheeky now.
So let's do Vanquish the Horde. We're gonna tap down. Yep. I think that's all we can do. I almost declined my commander going back to hand.
Oh, I'll be taking that.
Can have Loyal Warhound, I guess. All I have is board wipes right now. Yep. Bummer.
Give it your best shot, adventurers.
This is a grindy game for sure. They're definitely got the advantage on me because they can just keep taking all of my stuff, which isn't super solid. I can't even cast this because I'm just going to discard whatever I get, so I might as well just put my commander down. And pass the turn. I'm thinking what we could even really
I'm
get.
not even a little upset.
You can have
Little necromancy.
them, I guess. Seems like the lesser of evils. I'm just gonna do it again.
I need your name and birthday, so I know what to put on your gravestone.
We'll give you
Oh, I'll be taking that.
Sun Cold Sentinel, I guess. If only there was Homeward Path in a arena. Okay. Let's see what we get. Unless it gets countered. just counter whatever I get. Permanent. Okay. Yeah, we'll discard that, even though it sucks. Oh wait, I forgot it has a what is that? Flashback? We'll get rid of the commander. I can just recast it and probably steal more of our things, so maybe that was a bad idea. I don't know.
Cherish this rare moment.
That like Ondoon version would have, if it had resolved, I would have probably been able to knock them out because they wouldn't be able to keep tapping me down with that spinning wheel every time. I think I only have like one more piece that can remove all artifacts and stuff.
Whatever little quest you're on, I am ending it here. I am the master of the
Yeah,
dead.
my goodness, the fuckers. I just need some artifact removal so I can get through. Oh, they're not doing that? Did I just win? No, they haven't. No, it's tapped. Are they gonna blow it up? It's already tapped. You had to do that before combat. Y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But good game. No, you had to do it before combat. Oh no, it's good game. I'm sorry, I've done that before. GG's. I think you won that, honestly. I don't think Warren Clicks is gonna turn out well for us. We're just gonna die. Well, this is a great removal piece to deal with Warren Clicks. We don't have a blue source, but we do have Giant Killer. So maybe it'll be worth it. We won't be able to do anything. I think we might have to mulligan here, even though I liked having removal. Okay, so we have something that's gonna keep their stuff coming in tapped. Put this down on white. Yeah, the Sunwing's pretty great for stalling. Ooh. Well, that's spooky. Let's drop this. Do I have a kitty in my office? I do have a kitty in my office. You're gonna have to be trapped in here with me. What's up, kitty? Block was spirited. Making sure she didn't knock over anything. We'll drop Sunwing. Yes, kitty? What you up to? Don't knock over anything, please. I have a very precarious lighting setup. You know? We'll just take the hit. Where are you? She'll come say hello to the world. Or not. Okay. Here, sorry. 1 second. Okay. So, 2 cost here. I'm trying to think what makes sense. Okay. Let's put you down. And I'll just hit them in the air. I think we might die, honestly. I do love that this is at least forcing stuff to come in tapped. Ooh, too bad we can't cast that. Let's put... We only have one white source, so let's put you down. And then we'll just attack in the air again. I don't think we're having an aggressive enough start to really survive. Vorinclex dropping. I'm a little worried. Definitely saving this for Vorinclex, but it's not instant speed, so that's another thing to be worried about. They're cultivating. So what, next turn they'll be able to cast? Blocked. Hope for a board wipe. Okay, so we got you. You. And let's just hit face. And hope we survive. Vorinclex is going to drop, and then it'll come in tapped, thankfully, so that's a little bit less damage. Okay. Oh my gosh, did we do it? Oh my gosh. Oh my, what? I thought, what? GG's. Alright, I hope you had fun watching. I was actually surprised how punchy this deck was able to be, especially early game. And honestly, how powerful it is just to have a commander that is a 3/2 flyer in the command zone, because it just lets you go over the top of a lot of your opponents, even if it's not giving everything else, you know, that flying as well. But it's actually not a bad commander, and I could see it being really powerful in paper where you have a lot more options for cards, especially soldiers. It's just a little, again, more difficult in Historic Brawl. But some cards that I think are really critical if you do want to build this out in Historic Brawl are going to be Crashing Drawbridge, just because it gives everything haste. And then you definitely want something like Felidar Retreat that's just going to be pumping your creatures, but also giving them vigilance so that you can at least, you know, hit face and not have to worry about a counter attack. And then Authority of the Consuls, one for the life gain, but also just because it's forcing your, you know, opponent's creatures to come in tapped. And that just gives you more time to, you know, swing out and hit face and hopefully take out your opponent before they can catch up to you. So yeah, that's the stuff overall, and thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what are some cards that, you know, you would throw in here to maybe make it a bit more punchy, or I don't know, help it survive in this tough world of, I don't know, Goshen ties and crazy dragon decks. But again, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Bye.